Good Thanksgiving Eve. My pellet stove, it's starting up. It's not a fire yet, but it's going to be pretty soon. That's how it starts out. It drops the pellets down there, and then some of the pellets begin to ignite, and then before you know it, you have a fire. It is cold outside, but it's, I think, going to warm up to the 50s, but I'm going to have a fire until it warms up. Let's put it that way. I'm getting my water ready because I woke up to all of these dishes being in the sink. So I'm going to let these soak for a bit while I go have my coffee and my breakfast. And then I'm going to get started with my day. I got dogs barking outside. I don't know why, because there's no school bus, obviously. I checked my turkey. This thing, it's getting just a little soft, but it's still really cold. It's freezing underneath here. And so it's still frozen, like I said. And that's been sitting on my counter since 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So, let's see. Yeah, so after I have my breakfast, I edited my video, but now I have to go play it back to make sure that, you know, everything's good to go before I upload it to YouTube. And, yeah, then have my coffee and so forth. And then the first thing I'm going to do here is sweep and mop my floors. And then after that, it's just play by ear. But it's a prep day. It's Thanksgiving Eve. And I'll take you along again for day 3 of what I do to prep. I have girlies at the door. So, it's going to be a nice day. I think it's supposed to be a fairly sunny day. The sun's coming up over back that way. And, yeah, it's supposed to be in the 50s today, so it should be a nice day. You girlies want your cookies? Alrighty, so I finished doing my floors, and I have to show you my floors. See my floors in here? And a lot of this, it looks like scuff marks, and that's from the dogs and their claws, like when they're running, and they're scraping, not scratching the floor. And you can see the difference between this area of my floors versus in here. When I see, you don't see any of that in here. This is what the kitchen floors used to look like. But because not many people are walking in the front of the house, the front floors don't get, what do I want to say, worn. It's not like a high traffic area in your house, just like your carpet. Certain carpet areas in your house where it's walked upon the most, it'll get the dirtiest. The fibers will start flattening a little bit, and you can go in other rooms of your house where, you know, it's not a high traffic area and your carpets still look nice and plush and all of that sort of thing. Well, because it's a high traffic area, all in through here, this is where everybody's coming mostly because of that door and because of the door from the garage where everybody comes in. It started to get so worn that I needed to put some shine on it. My husband was complaining, these floors aren't shiny anymore. I said, well, they're still shiny in the front. So my mom puts this on her floors, but she only does it once every couple months. Well, because, you know, with people in and out of here and dogs, and again, it's a high traffic area, I started putting this on my floor like every time that I mop my floors in here. I didn't do it in the front because the front still had shine to the wood. It was just back in here. But this, it gets a buildup over time. And so that's why they look like this now. And then, like I said, when the dogs start running and stuff like that, this where it looks like it's been scratched or whatever, it's not their claws, but it's it's where they have scratched the buildup that's been over time. So Harry's been talking about we need to sand the floors again here sometime soon. to get all of this buildup off. And when we do resand them, and I don't know when we're going to do that, but when we resand them, I'm changing the color of the wood because I don't like this natural wood look. I just never liked it. I'm going to get darker floors. And that means we're going to have to do something with our cabinets because the cabinets match the floor. But in the meantime, I look at it this way. My floors are clean because obviously I steam mop them. And what I do now, since I learned that it was this orange glow stuff that, you know, put that buildup on the floor. It's a wax buildup is what it is. That when I mop my floors, I don't put that on every week now. I do it kind of like every other week or every couple weeks. And I just steam my floors. And I don't even steam my floors every week now. Sometimes I'll steam one week and then the next week I'll just get like a mop with the micro fiber thing that, you know, gets all the dirt up, and I just mop like that. So in the meantime, because my kitchen, obviously, you know, you've seen it with all my chickens and everything throughout the year, it's like that farmhouse feel because that's what I wanted my kitchen to have, that farmhouse feel. And so I just look at my floors the same way, that, you know, it just kind of looks like an old farmhouse. But I thought I'd share that with you guys to let you know that this stuff, if you ever use it, I would use it very sparingly. I would do it like my mom. See, my mom doesn't have that wax buildup. She lets the shine just completely run out, which takes months, and then she puts it on again. But like I said, I was a bad girl. When I first started using it, I liked the shine and how everything looked. And then, like I said, over a period of time, you start getting a wax buildup, and that's what's on the floors back here. But it is what it is. And Harry and I, we were talking anyway about resanding the floors even before I started doing this and the wax buildup got on here, because the people that lived here before us, they had a dog, and their dog put gouges in various places of the floor. I'll show you right here. See? All this. This is why I have this carpet here. Look at that. That's from their dog. Okay, it's 9:27 in the morning, and I'm still not dressed for the day. I'm getting ready to go upstairs to do that. I am going to go out today to mail my cards instead of the day after Thanksgiving. As I said, I do it the day before, I do it the day after. But I'm just going to do it today because then that's one other thing I can get out of the dining room and off my table, as I need to set it tonight. It's supposed to be in the 50s today. I still have my pellet stove on because it is still cold outside, and I'm just going to wait a little while before it, you know, so that, you know, it can warm up a little bit before I get out there. Anyway, I'm glad that I was able to watch Maureen at Glitter and Groceries video this morning before I went to mail my cards out, because she's doing a Christmas card exchange again. So anyway, I made out a card for her. And so what I'm going to do now, before I go get dressed, I'm going to call my mother and chat with her for a little while. As I said, you know, let the morning start, you know, going on a little bit. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit. It won't be so cold when I get out there. And then when I come back, then I'm going to start baking my pies and my cornbread and all the stuff that I have to do. Okay, pumpkin pie won out. Harry and Adam wanted one, and this is the cherry pie. And on my cherry pie, this is sugar I've showed you guys before. I use this like to put in tea, or like if I'm putting it on a pastry. It's got vanilla bean in it, and it's got anise stars. And I just, you know, now and then just stir it around. So it gives it a nice flavor. So this is the sugar that I put on the top of my cherry. And this is why I like having my dual oven. I just took my cast iron skillets out, and I'm going to turn this on because I'm going to make my cornbread. And that's why I like having the dual oven, because I can do more things at the same time, which cuts down on my prep time. Normally, if it was just my regular oven, I'd have to wait till my pies come out and then put my cornbread in. So this way, I'm able to do all of it at the same time. Alrighty, I have both ovens going. And now what I want to do is get my eggs on to boil so that I can let those cool. And I'm going to prepare my deviled eggs. Just wrap them up really good and keep them in the fridge. And then I'm going to take a break and I'm going to call my mom. I tried calling her before I left mail cards and she was busy. And then when I went to mail cards, she called me back. And so when I came home, I just want to hurry and get my pies and my cornbread in the oven. So now I'm going to get my eggs on. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to call my mom. What time is it? It's only 11:19. And then I just need to chop my celery and my onions here in a bit. And I won't peel my potatoes and all of that until tonight. Probably take a break and have a yogurt. And Harry just put a fresh pot of coffee on. So I will get a cup of coffee. This is another tip I'll just pass along to you. Sometimes we need more butter than what we planned on when we take out, butter to get to room temperature and that sort of thing. Because I know sometimes if I've doubled a recipe, like if I'm having a lot of people, or if I think of another recipe that I want to add to my menu and you need butter, it always seems that sometimes you never have enough butter out. And when you need room temperature butter, I mean, you'd have to put it in the microwave to soften it, and then it doesn't get all the way softened evenly when you do it that way and that sort of thing. So what I do, I just take out 2 pounds of butter. So here's one I haven't even used yet. I've only used half a stick from this one. And, we'll see how it goes. Whatever you don't use, obviously you can put it back in your fridge. It's still good. But it's just better to be safe than sorry. And it's better to just have more butter out, getting room temperature, than if you didn't have enough. So anyway, I just thought I'd pass that tip along too. Alright, so I got another cup of coffee. I'm going to go sit down and relax a little bit. I just talked to my mom, but I've got my cherry pie, and that's how that turned out, and my pumpkin pie, and there's my cornbread. It's getting kind of cool. I've got to lift this up out of here, and then my eggs are cooling down. I'm going to peel those here in a bit and get my deviled eggs made, and so it's going pretty well, and it's only 12:20. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a really quick salad to make. It's like a dessert salad. It's orange salad. It's really, really good. And we all just love it. And it's quite simple to make. And I'll show you what you need. And this is it here. I just got done stirring that. Okay, you need a big box of orange Jell-O. And you're going to dissolve this in 2 cups of water. And then after you dissolve it, you're going to get 2 cups of orange juice and put that in. Now I'm going to wrap this after it cools a bit. I'm going to stick it in the fridge, let it cool a little bit, and then I'm going to wrap it. You're going to let it sit overnight, so it sets up like Jell-O. Then when you get ready to serve Thanksgiving dinner, I just take a fork and I just kind of mush this all up. You can put it out in another bowl and mix it, but you just smash it up with a fork. Then you take 1 can of mandarin oranges that has been completely drained, so you want to drain this way ahead of time, so you get a lot of the wetness off of there. You're going to put the mandarin oranges in with your mashed up Jell-O. And you don't want to get it mashed, like crushed too much. I mean, you want to have like big chunks in there, here and there. You know what I mean? And then you're going to add a tub of Cool Whip. And this one is the 8 ounce. And you'll add the whole thing. So that makes a really, really nice creamy orange fluff salad. It's very orangey because it's the orange Jell-O, but you put orange juice in it. You got the oranges in there, and then, of course, the Cool Whip. So it's really good, and it's very easy to make. And now, I'm going to make my cranberry relish. Okay, I'm making my orange cranberry relish now. Quite easy. Whenever you're making cranberry relish, you put your cranberries in there with 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar. Basically, that's about it. This, I'm doing half of a cup of water. I'm doing half of a cup of orange juice. And then I'm going to put in 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to stir this till it gets dissolved, and then I'm going to put my cranberries in. Okay, they're getting ready to pop. A few of them have already done it. I just put in a little bit of cinnamon, not a lot, just, shook the, shaker over there a little bit. And I also put in some nutmeg, and I, use the whole nutmeg on the microplane and put that in there for a little bit of flavor. So these are all starting to pop now here, and once they're all popped, what I'm going to do is add this can of drained oranges and then put it in there till it sets. It smells like Christmas in here, like I got a Christmas candle burning. It smells very good. It's all those flavors, the orange with the cranberry with the cinnamon and nutmeg. And if you don't know already, which I think most people do, woo, we're getting all fogged up there. Cranberries create its own natural pectin once they all start popping, and you'll see it'll start to thicken up. It has its own thickening agent, so if you've never done this before, don't be alarmed. Don't think it's too soupy. Just keep stirring it till it's all popped and everything, and then you can add your oranges, and then just put it in your container because it will set up and gel together as it begins to cool. Okay, I'm here in my laundry room because I'm going to show you one other thing that I do with, cleaning the last couple days, especially a lot in the kitchen and so forth, cleaning out the refrigerator. You need towels to dry things off. With prepping today, and you're washing dishes and your drain board gets full, and then you got to dry dishes, and you're drying your hands and wiping things down. You end up using a lot of your dish towels and so forth, and so that you can have some nice fresh clean towels for Thanksgiving, and so that you're not getting backed up, because on Thanksgiving you'll find that you'll use more towels again. And so when you go to do laundry, just so you don't have all the dish towels, I just throw a small load of towels in there. Okay, I'm gonna discuss my turkey because it's after 10. I'm getting tired and I want to get this turkey in the oven. So my oven is now preheated to 170. My turkey, and again, this was a 24-pound turkey, and it was in my deep freezer when I got it from the store, and it was already frozen. I took it out on Tuesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. When I went to put my turkey together here at 9:30 tonight, it was thawed out, but not like thawed out. It was thawed out, but it's still really cold. It's not hard frozen, but it's still really cold. And when I pulled the neck out from here, a big chunk of ice came out with it too. So it was still real cold, let's put it that way. So I'm only saying this because a lot of people get worried and concerned about defrosting turkeys on your counter because of botulism, salmonella, things like that. Again, I mentioned before, and you do what you feel like doing. I'm telling you what I have done. If it's under 20 pounds, the turkey, that's fairly a small turkey for a big family anyway. Yeah, certainly you can defrost it several days before Thanksgiving in the fridge. But if you get a turkey that's, 23, 24, even 25 pounds, the bigger end turkeys, you can thaw it out on your counter. But the word of caution is you have to keep checking it. Like I keep, feeling it to see, if I'm able to push in, like, on the thigh, through the plastic, if how far I'm able to push in. Another thing that you can do to judge if it's, thawing out, how much it's thawing out, is, you know how heavy the turkey is when it's frozen. If you set it out on your counter, just, every now and then, every, several hours into the next day or whatever, keep picking your turkey up and feel how much lighter your turkey is getting. And that's a good way to judge too. Also, you feel it. You feel it on the top. You feel it on the sides. I even pick it up to feel it on the back. If it still feels really cold, then you're okay. If it starts feeling warm, like room temperature warm, then yeah, I would, put it in the refrigerator and leave it there until you're ready to get it into the oven, because you don't want to be sick. So I'm just telling you from my own experience how I've done it. So yeah, this was almost 24 pounds. I took it out yesterday at 1 o'clock. It stayed out on the counter all day yesterday, through the night, all day today. Still cold, but it's pretty thawed now, and so I can stick it in the oven. So what I've done is I've got water in the bottom of my pan. I threw some kosher salt in the cavity. I salt and peppered the whole top. Oh, I lifted up the skin, push your hand through, break the membrane that's under there, and you can put melted butter or, softened room temperature butter, which is what I did, and then I coated the whole outside with butter. Then I salt and peppered it, and then put my seasonings on. And this is just herb de Provence that I've put on. So my turkey's ready to go in the oven. I'm going to cover it up with foil and get it in the oven. And my daughter and I, we've already set our table, and that's the next thing I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so there we go. It's in my bottom oven. And then this will be nice because when I need to put my sweet potatoes and stuffing and that sort of thing, I can put it in this top part of the oven. Okay, so now I'll show you the dining room. Okay, we have one oddball set over here, meaning I should have picked up a couple extra of these chargers. I don't know why I didn't. And a couple extra plates. My mother-in-law, we're going to get her from her assisted living place where she lives and bring her. Sometimes on the holidays we haven't been bringing her, only because she gets here, and as soon as she gets here she wants to leave. Like, my husband will bring her in time to eat dinner tomorrow, just in time to eat dinner, and as soon as we're done eating, seriously, she will want to go back. She's real forgetful and all of those sorts of things. So, but you never know if it's going to be the last holiday that you can spend with them. So my husband's going to go get her tomorrow. So, and like I said, I wasn't thinking I should have got an extra couple, because you never know when you're going to have company. So, but anyway, this is what the place setting is like. The new chargers that I bought, the new plates that I bought. These are the lead crystal glasses that we usually use. I have these out for the orange salad or the Waldorf salad, so that it's not getting on your plate where you've had gravy and stuff like that. And then this is just the gold silverware that we have. And this is my centerpiece. This is what I've been doing for the last couple years. I like it. I've had the Pilgrims for, I want to say, somewhere between 12 and 15 years. I've had those for a long time, and actually she has a basket somewhere. Don't know where it is exactly, but anyway, I picked this up I think a couple years ago at the Christmas tree shop. And these are just my marble candlesticks, and just, candles to go with the whole color scheme with the leaves and so forth. So, yep, that's the table setting. And what we'll do tomorrow is bring up a card table, and we'll set a card table right in here, and Brian will sit at the end. And as we're passing stuff around, he can take the extra and put it next to him on the card table, and then that way it frees up a little bit of space on the table. So anyway, all ready for Thanksgiving. I just have to, in the morning, make the Waldorf salad. That's one of the last things I do. Put the orange salad together and just get ready to make dinner. We'll be eating early, as I said. Also, what I did, well, this is my cornbread that I, scrunched all up. And those are the sweet potatoes. And this is going to have to go in a bigger pan. But there's my potatoes. And what I will do is drain the water out of this tomorrow and put fresh water in before I start cooking my potatoes. So this is my prep day. This is basically what I do every year. And I even during the afternoon into the evening start pulling out dishes that I'm going to use. For example, I'll use this. This is some extra silverware that we'll be using. I'm going to use this for the broccoli. I'm going to use this one for the stuffing. So, things like that. I just start, pulling out dishes just so that they're there and I don't have to go get them. So, anyway, that's my day, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Bye.